I'm just
wait, I did it. Wait, okay, now we're good.
I'm just realizing that there's a 0% chance we have anyone watching.
Yeah, I didn't announce it to anybody.
And that's not your fault. You are accommodating me. I asked you while we were in Wendover Friday, can we move the show?
Yeah, you gave me plenty of time. Here, we're going to do this. We're going to do some things here while we're on the live. I'm going to go over to the YouTube. You want to tell these guys about our YouTube?
Yes. Check out our YouTube at Pack to the Future podcast. You can find all our live videos. You can catch us live. You can watch our recorded live videos after we have finished our episodes. It's easy to, and as you're watching the videos, you can watch what the comments of those watching live were saying during the show. So it's fun. You can recreate the show for you at home. We've done a terrible job of doing a audio only podcast ever since we've started this YouTube channel. It's become very much a visual format in addition.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you got to check us out on our YouTube. It's the place to be. And yeah, I told Chad after we recorded last week, I need to move the show. And so that's what the pre-show is all about, man.
It really is. And I said that was a professional move right there. I reset our password. Oh my God, I got to log in over here too. This is just a mess. So yeah, why don't we should we just fire it in there? Yeah. There's your pre-show.
There it is. Oh, man, I got all set up for something. I saw something.
And Adam, it's a 101.
Boys and girls at home and kids in the gallery, let's go!
Hello, Pack-A-Maniacs, and welcome to another episode of Pack to the Future. I'm your host, Ricky, a.k.a. Mr. eBay. And I'm joined by my co-host and partner in crime, Dr. Chad.
Someone called for a doctor?
How you doing, Doc?
Yeah, I'm getting it together here a little bit. A little bit.
Well, we've got a potpourri of stuff for you guys. As we've teased, Chad and I went to Wendover last week.
Yeah. Thanks for going with me, buddy.
That was a lot of fun, for me at least.
I had a good time.
Yeah, I think there was a little something for everyone, and we all got to share in the misery equally. But we've also got some hobby content for you. We brought cards with us to Wendover. We'll recap all of that. PSA is raising prices and extending turnaround times. We've got lawsuits between Panini and not Topps, but Fanatics.
Sure.
And we know when Fanatics may potentially take over some of these licenses.
Right.
So we'll jump into some of that and more. But before we get started, Chad, do we have any show announcements?
Yeah, we do. Ricky, you are good. You just saw me scrambling for the last 2 minutes and you nailed it. That was perfect. I want to tell people about our website once again over here at Pack to the Future Podcast. Our website is pttfpodcast.com.
Yes.
Almost screwed that one up. Watch all of our episodes, as Ricky mentioned, in the show opener over on YouTube. You can click on the link, even if you don't catch them live, and watch them afterwards.
Yep.
You can also listen to each of the episodes there. But most importantly for us, you can visit our sponsor and affiliate links. So if you head over to pttfpodcast.com, you see up top on the little tab here, click sponsor affiliate links, and there's a few different things that could be beneficial to you and beneficial to us.
Yeah.
If you're looking for the promo code for the Preza card slabbed binder that we have referenced, and you forgot what it was, go click over there. You'll see it's promo code PACK, and it gets you 15% off your order.
Yeah.
Also, if you say, hey, I'm going to go buy some stuff on Fanatics of my favorite team, or some cards over on eBay of my favorite player, go over to the tab, click on the affiliate link first, shop as planned. You don't get a discount, but we get a little kickback in the process, and we'll love you forever.
And it costs you nothing extra either.
It's a great point. That is a great point. Now, speaking of eBay, we've had some more purchases over the past week that I want to highlight. We did get an email back from the purchaser of the, I'm going to butcher it. I think it was the Timeless Treasures insert set that I highlighted last week.
Oh, yeah.
And there was actually a really good story, like a funny bit as to why this person bought the cards that I really love. So thank you for sending me that email. And I want to highlight some more purchases that have been made with our affiliate link over the last year.
Definitely.
Last week. 1955 Topps Gus Zernial PSA 8. I know there were so many of us chasing that exact card, and this person was just the one to grab it, and they happened to use the affiliate link first.
Hey,
so thank you.
Thank you.
2024-25 Donruss De'Aaron Fox purple laser numbered to 49. Or how about that New York Giants hype with a prestige gold Malik Neighbors out of 75? And that's only highlighting 3 of numerous purchases that have been made over the last week. And
So
we
cool.
thank each and every one of you.
So cool.
Now, there's one that was not on the list.
Yeah.
That I think I should mention, and one that's not been on the list over the past month.
Oh.
And this is important to highlight.
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman Timeless Moments.
Yeah.
Not on the list.
You know, it's funny because we keep hearing that it was on the list.
Wanting almost praise and a little affirmation of like an attaboy.
Yeah.
But yep, that was not on the list.
Did not make the list, huh?
No. So that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's over at the website, pttfpodcast.com.
Right.
Ricky, one other show announcement. Not only can you listen to this in just audio form that comes out every Saturday, but also as a reminder, every Wednesday, we have new podcast with Card Talk with Mrs. Doc, where we go over the new releases of the week. You can also catch that in YouTube form. I tested that on Tuesday evening, so people can get like a little preview for what their next day is.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see if people care when that one comes out. Leave us a comment, but you can catch that one there too.
Definitely.
All right.
Well, thank you, Chad.
Oh yeah, we got a note here from the YouTube comments. Little John, day early. Yeah, we went early. That's my bad. Is it legal? No, but most of the stuff we do isn't.
So I'm trying to keep it in my pants, but I can only keep it in there so long.
Okay, you ready for it?
Yeah.
You ready for what's going on? So next up, I want to talk, as Ricky mentioned, we have a little bit of potpourri. There was a news story that was brought to my attention that I think we need to go over. And I'm not the one to break this news.
Okay.
And so we have a special guest here.
Well, let's give him the proper intro, right?
Absolutely.
Name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. Believe in Joe Hendry. Cause you love him in London and Paris.
Joe Hendry is not our special guest.
What? No?
No, we're bringing on Merle at My Three Cards. Merle.
Say his name and he appears.
There.
See, you said my name.
That's
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that worked.
Yeah.
So Merle, first of all, thanks for coming on the show.
No problem.
Merle reached out to me and said, hey, I've got this story that you're going to want to hear, and I'd love to come on the show and talk to you about it.
Yes.
I'm just going to tee it up just like that. We didn't really run through this pre-show. Merle, do you want to jump into this? I do have the photo you sent over to me, and whenever the time is right, you tell me and I'll throw it up on the screen.
Sure. I was just kind of excited. I had a good mail day just the other day, and I was pretty excited about it. It took a while to get because I don't know if it went through eBay authentication or something like that, because it is a 1-of-1. And so I think it went through eBay authentication, and it took a while for them to verify is what I think.
They do take a while, so that would make sense.
Oh, by the way, I was looking up over your shoulder there, Chad, and congratulations. I see all the hard work that has gone into this, and we are up 1 subscriber from last week.
Yes, thank you, Merle. See, someone does notice this stuff here.
Well,
it's all worth it once you get that little click.
we all noticed it last week too, and I gotta admit that I was the ass hat that declined it. I lowered it because I wanted to see how quick it was.
Was it quick?
Okay, I'm going to unsubscribe. And then by the time it registered at 2:42, I had already resubscribed. I'm like, it's not going to do it. Maybe it only does it at night or something like that.
It's got to verify. It's got to make sure you're legit.
Yeah, it's making sure. I'm still watching the show, but anyway. Anyway, back to my mail day. I was pretty excited about it, and I got this 1-of-1. And I was trying, then, sometimes you get a 1-of-1 and you do some homework and say, oh, hey. And then sometimes you find out there's another 1-of-1. And it seems a lot like when Topps had a lot of those extra 1-of-1s that was sneaking out the back door.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you buy one on eBay and then there's another one.
Yep.
So I did a little bit of homework, and let me grab it here for you,
Okay.
and I can show it off.
You're not
And
going to believe this,
I've
man.
got.
Seriously.
I don't know how good my camera is here, but
It's looking
there's
pretty good.
an eBay 1 of 1 right here.
Oh yeah, I do see that. That looks like it's like just
Yeah.
handwritten there. It's one of those handwritten 101.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
And I was trying to read it. I'm not quite sure, but then I saw another one that was online.
I think I've got a
And
photo.
I think you've got a photo of that one. Maybe we can hold them up next
yeah,
to each
let's-
other or something.
Let's see if we can make this happen. I may not be able to get up side
I
by
just
side.
blocked it right out, but yeah, picture that one.
Yeah, you know, those do. Here, I'll take it off and then we'll put it back on. Boy, that does look oddly close there. I mean,
think somebody was trying to get away with something here. Somebody was trying to pull a fast one.
I think
And-
so.
and, you know, you do things like this and you assume that nobody's going to talk to each other. These two people will never find out. They'll never know. Well, we did. We did. And I got the picture of the other one right there for you. And now I lost it again. But I've got it.
Oh,
And
Let's see.
The other person that had one, he lives out on the East Coast.
Yeah.
And he was able to tell me that
Yeah.
you can see a slight difference, that his is a red ink 1 of 1.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, Steve. Yes.
And mine's a black ink 1 of 1. So
I think the black one's a bit more rare and more valuable.
It
If
is.
I'm not mistaken.
It went to
out a little
whoever.
bit more. But apparently the other collector that's out in Boston, he collects red 1 of 1s. So
All right. It all makes
See,
sense.
I'm a man of the people. I'm a man of the people.
yeah.
You know, you can't hear it probably right now, Merle, but we were playing card court music because I'm being drug into card court.
Right.
My ass is busted.
You are busted.
Well, I wasn't quite sure who it was. I was even taking my magnifying glass and I was thinking, you know what? I thought it said D's nuts. That was a D's nuts 101.
Oh my
Kind
God.
of looked like it.
That is just fantastic. That
Oh
is
man.
just
Well,
fantastic.
I've been busted, Merle. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. I you know what? I was looking on eBay, I was looking on ComC, I was looking on TCDB and all these different places to say, oh, are there different? Is there a red 1 of 1? There's a black one. How many different 1 of 1s are there? I don't know.
Yeah.
I tried to get a hold of the people here, but I couldn't get an answer from them.
They're not
Yeah,
answering
that's
the
weird.
phone.
I don't know anything about that.
They're not picking up the phone currently.
Yeah, they may not be answering any emails or any responses from the website either. Whoops. Well done, Merle.
Well, yeah, I'm busted. I don't know what to tell you guys. I did. I will say for the record, I absolutely signed him a different colored ink for fear.
Oh, sorry. I should turn my phone off.
You're taking a call mid-show. It's Joe.
I have to let him go to voicemail.
See, Merle understands the greatness that is Joe Hendry.
I believe in Joe
Oh,
Hendry.
man.
Well, until this podcast, if there wasn't for this podcast, I wouldn't have a clue who this person is.
Well,
So,
you're welcome, Merle.
I do-
Welcome
yeah,
to my hell.
I have Ricky to thank / blame for everything Joe Hendry showing up in my feeds and all this kind of stuff now. And that song is extremely catchy. It's just an earworm. It gets in there.
Real fun at 2 a.m. when all you can hear is "I believe in Joe Hendry."
Yeah. Well,
Over and
now
over.
I've got a ringtone.
I need the ringtone stat.
That's so good.
I need the ringtone stat.
Oh.
Take his name and he appears.
That's incredible. Merle,
Thank you.
That
You
was
were
fantastic.
Excellent. Excellent. I can say for the record, I did absolutely sign him in different colored ink for fear that this very moment would happen.
You're busted.
I didn't really think it would, but God damn it.
Well, Merle,
Yeah.
I think if you get any more breaking news like this in the future, I think you need to be our news correspondent because that was a banger.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
We'll keep up. So I think the charges on this one will get dismissed.
We appreciate that.
Well, Merle, we will be in touch. Yeah, we're going to take advantage of putting Merle on this show more often.
That was fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Have
Merle.
a good night, Merle.
Thank you, guys.
See ya.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm busted. I did not see that one coming. I thought we were just going to sit here.
That was really funny.
I honestly thought we'd bring Merle on and we would just play this for the next 15 minutes.
Say his name and
No.
he appears.
That was fantastic.
That's amazing. Our listeners are all funnier than we are.
Yeah, that is true. That is definitely true. Well, Ricky, let's transition just a little bit and move along with some more news. And this one is around Panini and the timeline of the transfer of losing the license. So we talked about this on, I think it was last week's main show or on Card Talk. I don't recall. It was one of them, but we didn't have the official dates. And one of our listeners reached out to us. So I certainly appreciate that. You can always reach out to us on Instagram at Pack to the Future Podcast. And we've got it's not a tweet. What is this? It's an X?
It's a tweet.
Okay, it's a tweet. You want to rip this one off?
Sure. Fantastic read, as always, from Paul on the Fanatics Panini lawsuit. For many collectors, the most notable piece of information dropped is the list of dates provided by Fanatics for when it expects to take over the NBA/NFL licenses. They expect to take over NFL licensing April 1st, 2026. That is April Fool's Day.
Oh.
So beware. The NFL Players Association will sign March 1st, 2026. The NBA, October 1st, 2025.
Hey, that's coming up.
That's coming up real quick.
We need that abacus or I'd be able to tell you, but it is quick.
And the NBA Players Association on the same date, October 1st.
So
Right as the new season's starting up.
that is interesting. And if those dates hold, that's pretty exciting,
Very.
especially for basketball. Maybe that's what you and I need to get us jump started a little bit back into the basketball current modern card era.
Yeah, I think we need this, and I think we need Danny Ainge to die a horrible, tragic death.
Yeah, I agree. But there's the update. Who says we don't bring you the news? These are two bangers right in a row.
Oh, back to back, baby.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, should we continue on with even more news?
Yeah.
Where do we get this news? And this is like actual news. What have we become?
Yeah, I don't know who the hell you think you are.
I am. I never understood that by Pete Weber. Who do you think you are? I am.
No.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
That's like the most iconic bowling statement of all time.
He's missing words.
He dropped too many balls on his old Domaroo. So we have an update from PSA. We have a personal update, and then we actually have an update from what PSA has stated. So I'll start with the PSA. There was an article just recently. Prolonged wait times are on the way for value bulk, and then also on TCG. So trading card game stuff.
We really got our cards in time, didn't we?
We did get them in early. Now we did value plus,
Okay.
which is a little bit expedited, but also along with these prolonged wait times, which seem to be, if I'm not mistaken, oh gosh, I want to say it's like 2 weeks longer, 2 business weeks longer is what they estimated. I could be wrong on that.
Yeah.
But they did say a price increase on TCG bulk from $17 to $19. So a little price bump for people who do that. We don't talk about that a lot, but I don't know if you're submitting TCG on the side.
I am a lot.
Are you?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's always been my thing, secretly.
Why get on Whatnot? You've got like this whole backdrop and you're wheeling and dealing. You're spinning a fun wheel. Who's got this one?
I'm like the guy that sells cards on Home Shopping Network.
Yeah. You want to get the babes?
You know why you're going to buy this Charizard? Because you get a big dick. And all the ladies know that guy has got a big dick.
Is that what they say?
I don't know. Basically.
Yeah, that sounds right. So a little price bump there, but then I do want to give people an update on our order. We were talking about this just before we went live on the show. So the Value Plus authentication only, Ricky, that you did, that we opened up last week, that came back in less than 20 business days.
Yeah.
So that's pretty quick. So if anyone's thinking about that, there's your timeline and real-time update for you. We also had a Value Plus order of just the regular cards. Ricky, I sent them in 2 separate orders. I don't know that we actually needed to do that. But that one with 8 cards, all modern, was sent in on March 9th. They received it on March 13th. Then it went through pretty quick, to be honest. They started prepping it on the 18th. And then it is now in assembly. So it went through grading. It's in assembly, and that's as of April 9th. The estimated completion date is April 23rd. So we're looking about a month and a half of real time for when we should have those cards back.
Month and a half?
Month and a half.
Total.
6 weeks.
Total.
Yep, total.
Oh,
not business.
Not an additional month and a half.
No. From the time that they left my home, my humble abode.
That is not bad at all.
No.
Especially, like, we have to remember how awful it was around COVID.
Oh, it was so ridiculous. You know what makes me think about that is Zion. Remember how big, obviously, Zion was? And I had a couple of his base Prism cards. And I submitted both of them, and they both came back 10s. And I remember really thinking hard about whether or not I should hold on to those cards, thinking that they were going to continue to boom or sell them. And I ultimately sold them.
Oh, thank God.
For $700. And when I go back on Card Ladder and look, I sold at his all-time last peak. And it's been straight down ever since then. It's like the one thing in cards that I've done right was selling those 2 Zion cards.
I think I have like 2 Zion cards myself. They weren't Prism. They were a lower end. But like, they're now in with my Rui Hashimuras, my Bam Adebayos.
Yeah.
And my Louis Roberts. Just sitting there. And why wouldn't they be? While we're on that, I want to say that card. And my shitty Kobe White cards. He's not coming back, guys. Tim. He's not coming back. He had 1 game.
You don't think so?
No.
I was trying to find the last sell for Zion.
Yeah, good luck finding one that sold. I think you have to pay people to take Zion cards nowadays.
I think you do. So I'm trying to see it, and I actually can't find this on Card Ladder, interestingly. Oh, it's because it's 2017. He wasn't a 2017 guy. He wasn't a 2018 guy.
No,
he was
he's
2019, 20?
Yeah. At what point do we start discussing how big of a bust he is?
Boy, his last PSA 10, Ricky, yesterday, $21. Down from $700.
Honestly, I'm shocked it's even selling for that.
I know.
I mean,
if you're submitting that card now and you're doing value service through PSA, like the card's not worth anything and you have to get a 10 and you're essentially paying the $20 for the slab.
It's never going to go up. He's a bust.
There's so many of them. So many of them. I don't have, the pop report here in front of me. This is a fun aside. I hope other people are enjoying this.
Oh, yeah.
Any idea what the pop count is on that one? So the base Prism PSA 10.
800.
23,000. 23,000.
Oh my God. That's so funny.
You know, this is a cool feature. We have not talked about Card Ladder in a bit. We don't have an affiliation with them, but this is worth showing to people.
Do.
Let me throw it up here on the screen. Ricky, I think you're going to like this too. So check this out. This is a website. As you can see, you may be familiar with the internet. So I went to the sale, popped that in there, clicked on the card, and then you go down here, see this pop thing over here on the right?
Yeah.
So you click on that little notebook icon and check this out. It tells you the pop report of every PSA grade and BGS grade and what their most recent sell was. Most recent sell? I think so.
Yeah.
Although down here, the BGS doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it? Well, no, I guess the Black Label 10, still $1,000, so that makes sense. But this is pretty cool. I like this. I like what they've done. Data by gem rate.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool feature on the old Card Ladder.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So
more PSA 10s than any other PSA.
Yeah. Yeah. So more
Only
PSA
one.
10s than everything else combined.
Only one PSA 1. That has to sell for the PSA 10, right?
Do you think it's Tim's?
100%. It's probably in a a city dump.
Wendover dump.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's kind of cool, and a trip down old memory lane back to the Prism. So
oh man.
yeah, that's the PSA update. Ours are moving along quite nicely. Hopefully they'll be back in the week or two, and then we can do a live reveal here on the show. My Caitlin Clark, my Roman Reigns auto, my John Cena black number to 10 out of Topps Chrome, and you've got a whole host of amazing Cam Risings coming back there too.
Yep.
So that'll be a fun show to look forward to.
So excited.
I'm curious if you guys here listening have submitted a PSA recently, if you have other information on different value levels that you want to share on timeline that you would like us to share with the people, go ahead and leave it in the comments. We'd be happy to talk about that next week. All right. How we doing, Ricky?
We're hanging in there.
Ricky and I are piss tired.
Yeah.
Wednesday is not our day. Thursday is our day.
Yeah.
But today we're just dragging a little bit, but we're here for the people.
No, and the people, they can't help but hear about me, like learn about me over the time we've done these shows.
Oh, yeah.
That it's an hour or bust for me, right? We have to hit an hour.
Yeah, you've always been an hour guy.
I've told Chad off the air, and I'm telling you all now, we're going till we go. If it's under an hour, there's going to be no fight for me tonight. You guys are going to take what you get and like it.
And I know you're joking with this, and you and I are so different when it comes to listening to podcasts.
We are.
Right? Because I told you if I see a show that's an hour, I'm immediate skip.
Oh.
So that's why Kyle's show for me is perfect duration, because I always know it's going to be less than an hour. It's going to be less than 40 typically. And I can just fire it in there no matter what I'm doing. But you have the brain capacity where you can listen to a show in the background and also do your work. And I can't do that. Like my brain won't allow me to do it.
Yeah, I like to strip off my clothes, get nice and comfortable while I listen to a.
I tend to keep my clothes on during my work day.
Oh, really?
Maybe I
That's
need
weird.
to switch that.
Yeah, I'd highly recommend you start ripping them off.
Okay.
Maybe
that's it. That could be it.
No, I do. I sit down and I'll play a video game. I'll put together a Lego. I love a long podcast, but tonight we're going as long as we
we go. All right, very good. Well, we have one other.
It's not much longer. Yeah,
we've got one other potpourri thing, which I think people will find interesting. Then we're going to talk about Wendover, and then we'll call it a day.
Before we dive into it, can I go way off topic? Did you start the studio yet with Seth Rogen?
No, but I did see it pop up, but I haven't started it yet.
I'm excited.
It's on my short list, though. I saw a commercial for it. That's what it was.
We'll talk more off air about it. It has a little bit of an entourage feel. You know, it also, what it has is a Curb Your Enthusiasm feel. I don't know if you were a big
Which I
fan
never
of Curb.
watched. I've seen clips, and I've always enjoyed the clips, but I never sat down and watched it.
I'm really interested to hear your take on it. Only 35-minute episodes.
I can do that.
So super easy. Kyla and I showed her the fourth one just came out this week. I re-showed the first three to Kyla yesterday. Just showed her the first one. She's like, "Oh yeah, we're watching all of them right now."
Nice.
Like, so I'll be really interested to hear what you think.
Okay.
Episode 2, I'll just say this about it. All shot in one take. The entire effing episode is one long take. They don't break away.
Hold on. I need a point of clarification.
Yeah.
Every scene was done in one take?
Like,
or there is no cut?
Yeah, there's no cut.
I can't tell you how much I love that.
Okay. I'm telling you, you could even skip ahead if you wanted. I don't do it. Watch the first one.
I'm not an animal.
A better idea, but just watch it. The entire thing. It's one take. And it is the most Seth Rogen, hilarious. It's the most uncomfortable thing you've ever seen, and it never ends.
Oh, you do like uncomfort.
But you're going to love it. It's to the point that it will crack your ass up. You'll just be like, I cannot believe this is happening right now.
I like it a lot.
So,
you know what stands out in my mind going back to that single shot is Haunted Hill House.
Yes.
I can't remember what season it was. It might have been season 2 when they go to a morgue and they do a shot that's like 10 straight minutes of one take, but they're moving around a room and like ghosts are popping in and out. So like, you know, they have to be moving behind the camera and ducking, and then pieces of furniture must be moving.
And that's exactly.
I am so fascinated when that happens. I think it is creative brilliance when people put that together.
You have to go watch it.
All right, I'll check it out. Maybe I'll fire it up tomorrow morning on the tread.
If you get bored, yeah, I'm telling you, watch the first episode. It'll give you an idea of what's happening. This episode 2, go check it out. And everyone at home, check this show out on Apple TV Plus. The Studio with Seth Rogen. It's funny as hell.
All right, I like it.
Okay, sorry to
I think you're just trying to get us to an hour.
Oh, I'm gonna need a lot more of those.
Also, have you seen the show called Survivor?
Have you ever heard of the show South Park?
Ricky, there was something that popped up in my group chat on Instagram. I have a Denver Broncos group chat that I'm involved in.
Yeah.
And someone posted a link to an eBay card, which I thought was pretty cool and could be an interesting topic to at least share with our buds here, if I can learn how to click these buttons. So I'm going to pull it up here on the screen.
Tim's not in this group, is he?
No, I said Bronco fans.
Okay.
Bronco fans.
Just making sure based on the card that was posted. I'm just teasing.
Oh, okay. Is Tim a Bo Nix guy?
I've always said that about him. But
I'm missing you, my man. So here's the card. So the card was posted on eBay. It's a Bo Nix 2024 Panini Spectra Rising Rookie Silver. Now it's listed as all of those things, and then it says, let me back up. The title says, this is important, 2024 Panini Spectra Rising Rookie Silver Bo Nix NFL Shield logo and Nike swoosh asterisk flame emoji. This is a horizontal Spectra card with two. So Bo Nix is in the middle, and then he's got two windows on each side of him, one of which has a vertical lay of a Nike swoosh in the orange Bronco jersey. And the other one has a faint little bit of Broncos jersey you can see up top with the NFL shield. It's a pretty incredible card.
and
but
it was listed for $180 and is no longer available.
Or best offer and is no longer available. In yellow writing overlaying the photo, it says sick repatch combo. So let's go to the second photo,
Okay.
which is the back of the card. Unfortunately, I don't think I can zoom in on this. You see that this card is numbered by Panini 37 of 99. It says Prism, and then it says Bo Nix, and it says the enclosed authentic material is not from any specific game or event. Now, the issue with this is that tiny little thing. So the asterisk, if you go down to the comments, I didn't put this here.
Yeah.
It says that it's a card, and essentially it just mentions it's a repatch. Someone took out the patches and put in the two patches that are here. So this card looks amazing. This card currently holds two very visually appealing patches that are not from any game or event or ever worn by Bo Nix. The card itself appears undamaged in the windows that were naturally placed there by Panini, and the numbering has not been altered on the back of the card. So, Ricky, my question to you, is this card a problem?
Historically, absolutely it is. It's a travesty when you're messing with game used, player worn items, memorabilia. But given that Panini has given us the middle finger, I think this is brilliant. I think that this should be done on all future cards. And if they're not going to respect the cards, why should we? So I would actually encourage, in fact, I'm going to get a Barry Sanders one and I'm going to do the same thing.
The card looks amazing without, like, if we think about it,
how pissed is Kyle right now?
People will lose their minds. People will lose their minds about this. And I would really encourage people. So there's so many arguments here. We don't need to go through them all. The people who get pissed off for two reasons. Number one, you're changing the authentic card.
Yeah.
You shouldn't do that. Number two is, well, either you are going to manipulate people into making more money when you sell this, or they may not know and they're going to resell it for a higher price. Now that I can definitely get behind.
Yeah.
This card looks so much better than whatever garbage Panini's putting out there. And what Panini put out there is no different than this.
Agreed. Yeah, you're swapping out a jersey at Dick's for a jersey at Dick's. Like, I don't see the problem here.
Right. It's all monetary, which is pretty crazy.
No, you can't mess with a card. I agree, but it's a hard argument to make that you can't mess with a card when Panini disrespects their own card so much.
It's true. There needs to be a stamp. There needs to be something on the back of the card that is like a brand that says, hey,
yeah,
this is just altered. You're getting what you pay for it, but no, this didn't come out of a pack.
Right. And yeah, and we got to be careful what we wish for. We keep saying, hey, Fanatics, click countdown to the clock.
I know, man.
They're going to charge us 4 times as much as Panini.
We're already seeing it, right? On Card Talks with Sarah. Like, we're seeing the prices Yep.
We're going to get better quality products, but it's going to be at a huge cost. And it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I quit cards. That's it. See you guys.
He's done. All right. Well, it's going to be me. My name's Chad, and I collect cards.
Hi.
Do you have any Drew Locks? Any bangers? Do you collect Donovan Mitchell? All right. Well, speaking of getting kind of garbage cards, let's segue a little bit into our Wendover trip, which is what we'll round out with this week. So Ricky was very nice to oblige when I informed him that, hey, this guy, Vegas Matt, and his crew are going out to Wendover, Nevada.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't know Vegas Matt, this dude has a slot machine channel where essentially him, 60-year-old male who lives in Vegas.
Yeah.
His name's Vegas Matt.
Who are his three characters? His son. Okay.
Who does the filming. He's the younger guy, obviously.
Okay.
And then the two other guys are just his buddies.
Okay.
WBG and W2 Jesus. World's biggest gambler. And W2 Jesus because he hits so many hand pays that he's got to get so many W2s.
And evidently there's like a Reddit fan page or something.
So these guys are massive. So they play high limit slots 40 minutes a day, every single day. Their YouTube just recently hit over 1.1 million subscribers.
Unbelievable.
They have a Discord. They have a massive cult-like following.
And you gave your username to him on Discord. I won't share it on here.
Yeah.
But I am starting a campaign right here, right now, that you change your Discord name to Wendover Chad.
All right, yeah, I'll do it. Why not? That's the only thing I use Discord for, other than those damn pandas Tim had me buy that are worthless.
I'm telling you, we need to get the Wendover Chad trademark running.
I like that a lot. So we went out there to go meet him. They were opening up, there's like a new slot machine, and they were making a big event out of it. And I said, hey, I just want to go meet the guy.
Yeah.
Now, I know this is really odd. This dude just plays slot machines and films it, but for some reason, it is fascinating to me, and I love it. So we went out there with the purpose of going and meeting this guy.
Yeah.
Sarah had made some shirts with like a little inside joke. If anyone actually watches his channel and wants to hear about it, let me know. Otherwise, it's too long of a story to tell. But we met him. So we go out there with the intent of not knowing if it's going to be a zoo, if we're going to see him immediately, if we're not going to see him at all. And Ricky, you said, hey, why don't we bring some boxes of cards?
Yeah.
And worst case scenario, we can gamble a bit. And if we're just getting wrecked, let's go over to the sports book and watch baseball and open baseball.
Thank God I said that, because we did get wrecked.
We did quick. And we arrived within half an hour of each other. I was down a couple hundred by the time he got there.
Yeah.
And I even hit a bonus in the high limit room.
No.
We'll play that at the very end of the show in case anyone watch it on YouTube.
I don't like gambling anymore.
It was tough.
Everywhere we went, it was like, I think I went to the ATM more than I went to any one gambling station, and kept pulling out 100 after 100 after. Yeah, lost damn near $300.
Yeah. I'm glad you went to the ATM the first time, though, because that's where you ran into old Vegas Matt. We got a photo with him here. Yeah. At least I did. You took the photo, so thanks for doing that.
So these
so this is the guy here.
The 5 bulls.
Yeah, the guy in the pink hoodie, that's Vegas Matt. And then his son, obviously the younger guy, and then the other two. Very nice, very great. They spent some time chatting with us, and I tried to tell them some things to like make me stand out in their Discord so they'd remember us, but there's just too many people, and that's not going to happen.
But they were super, super nice, super cool. Dude, if you change your name to Wendover Chad, they're going to get to know you.
I'm going to do it. One thing that was pretty funny, Ricky, you've mentioned in the past that I tend to bring a backpack most places.
Yeah.
And I had a backpack out there to bring these shirts
That's
in.
how I found
that
you.
I gave to him. Is it?
Yeah, 100%.
And we're standing around. I'm handing them their shirts. Vegas Matt walks over to me. He's like, nice backpack. Is that like tactical or something? And I didn't even think about it in the moment till I walked away. I'm like, damn it. He's just ribbing me.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good.
That dawned on you about 5 minutes after they left. And you kept repeating, yeah, I'll go get my tactical backpack.
Yeah, exactly. I was all jaded about it. So we go over, let's get to the card part of this, and then we can get out of here. So we did go over to the sports book. Ricky, you opened Allen and Ginter.
Yeah, we started, we played a little craps, got our ass handed to us, played a little slot machine. I put in, this is a great story, as they're announcing how much money Vegas Matt's winning, and we'll get to that. I'm putting in a $25 bet on penny slots, and next thing I know, I'm rolling $12 a spin. So So that went in 2 spins. I don't even know how to work the goddamn machine. We played roulette.
Oh, let's talk about craps real quick though. You mentioned it. We get on the craps table, and there was some guy at the far end of the table who we don't know, who was rolling great, and we were winning money.
Yep.
And then Trevor, my brother-in-law, he's rolling. Yeah. We're winning money. And then all of a sudden it gets to me, and we both throw our money out there.
Yeah.
And I turn to you, and I say the only time I've ever had a hot roll on craps is when I was 20 and I got kicked out of the casino.
That's what you always want to hear right before you put
And then I picked up the die and I rolled a 7 and we were out.
Like that.
And then you pick up the dice, you roll like a 4.
Yeah.
And then 7 out.
Yeah. It couldn't have been worse. And it's like, okay, God damn it. Now I've got 5 hours till we see Vegas match. Let's go over to the ATM. It's not that we were like going crazy trying to spend money. I literally was just trying to hang. So eventually I said, hey, can we please go to the sports book and open some baseball cards that we've already purchased and not spend any more money for right in a second.
And immediately I open up some packs of Heritage.
Which is a terrible idea.
No. Because I immediately told you what I've been telling people for years about my love for baseball.
Yeah.
We have video of that actually. Let me fire that in there.
Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
I've been saying it for years. I'm here in Wendover watching baseball. I'm opening baseball. Yeah. I've said I've always loved baseball.
Yep.
We've always
said that.
Uh-huh. And you know what baseball lovers?
One more time.
Good baseball cards. I've been saying it for years. I'm here in Wendover watching baseball. I'm opening baseball. Yeah. I've said I've always loved baseball.
Yep.
We've always said that. Uh-huh. And you know what baseball lovers hit? Good baseball cards. Just like my guy Jackson Halliday.
I believe
in Jackson Holiday.
Oh, hey, that works.
Yeah.
Now, in that moment,
I like how you have the Yes Network logo popping above you too.
In that moment, this card that I hit, I was pretty certain it was a banger. We pull it up on eBay real quick. It's like $600 or something like that.
Yeah, go to our YouTube because this Chad's face is the definition of smug. Look at that face. That's I just won big time, and you guys lost.
Well, I did. Until I went to our group chat and I asked Dan for some confirmation because these Heritage cards are all about the variations.
Yes.
There's photo variation, there's image variation, there's black and white, there's like team name, there's team logo, there's all this dumb shit that no one cares about.
Right.
Finally, 2 hours later, Dan shows back up in the group chat. The Jackson Holiday that I thought was worth hundreds is worth $4.99. It was a base, not a variation. And that was the best card I hit out of that box. I hit some other like numbered cards. I hit a Whip Merrifield out of 75. I hit Toki Toussaint, who we determined was like Nabrulian's guy because we couldn't say his name. And then every other hit that I had is numbered to 700. And those were the hits. I got a box topper card.
Yeah.
And this was kind of a fun little story here. I don't even know where it is because I may have even just left it at work. I may have thrown it away. I don't see where the box topper is. I got a guy, son of a gun. This was going to be part of the story too.
Did you research these?
Yeah. He played for Salt Lake in the 70s.
Oh yeah.
But like he's a no-name guy. Darn it. And it must have fallen out.
Are you looking for his
in
name?
my clinic? Yeah, I was looking for his name.
I got you.
I just don't see it here. But I pull it out. And of course, that card's worthless too. So the moral of this story is that Heritage sucks.
Pepe Frias.
Yes, thank you. And with that, that was my box of Heritage. My best card is a $4.99 Jackson Holiday that I thought was going to be a banger. And it's complete garbage. You get one hit in the box. Yeah, total garbage. You get one hit, either a jersey or an auto.
Yeah. And
I got this stupid little auto patch from Logan Gilbert. It's a napkin. Like, just totally worthless.
Oh, man.
So it was a bummer. But meanwhile,
yeah,
You're doing some things over there with Alan and Ginter.
Yeah, start with the box topper. Box topper I open up, feeling a little thick.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Said I think I got something here. I think I got something. Do we have video of that?
I got a photo of it.
Well, let's go ahead and post that.
Let's
because,
see if I do have video. I don't have video. Oh, no, maybe I do have a little video of this.
Oh.
Take his name.
I do. Let's fire this one up. Okay, here we go. Wait for it. Wait for it, ladies and gentlemen. Wait for it.
What do you got? No, I'm filming.
We off to a good start. We've got our box topper. It's a rip card. Tony Gwynn. Double rip.
Triple.
How do you know how many rips are in it?
It says 2 of the following. Oh, there'll be a mini stained glass and 2 others.
To rip it or not?
That is the question.
It could be a boat.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, triple rip card, baby.
That was nice, man.
He appears.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I've got my little mini card, and you've got a jumbo rip card.
Tony Gwynn. I didn't realize at the time, hand numbered to 99, the bottom left corner. So,
Oh, yeah.
we started off pretty well right here.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty well. And then, my drought continued. No autographs, more patches. Joe Musgrove, meh.
Yeah, that was a meh.
But then I hit an Acuna Jr. bat.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Here,
Player
let
note.
me take this off here so people can see that. I apologize.
Oh, you're good. I'm showing off to the side.
There we go.
Acuna Jr. bat.
Mhm.
And then one of the cooler ones, Willie Mays bat.
That was cool.
That is pretty fun. If
Yeah.
I'm going to not hit an autograph, I'm glad I hit at least these kinds of players and their patches. And they're not napkin patches. The Musgrove, but who cares about him anyway?
Yep.
I also hit NFL quarterback of note.
Yeah, I've got video of that one too.
Yeah. I thought you were about to die when I did that.
That's a good bit. Proud of you.
Thank you.
Oh, hey. We hit a Jaden Daniels. Remember what he did to us last winter? He beat the Lions.
Oh.
Get out of here.
Chad was seriously concerned when that card was ripped.
It took me a minute to figure out what was going on. You just shredded that thing right in half.
Oh yeah, I had no need for that.
Right in the middle of the old sports book.
Yeah, you can get right on out of here.
So I will say this. You got that lovely rip card, which was great.
Yeah.
And we're going to have follow up on what you do with that.
Yes, I was seriously debating selling it. One has sold for $250 or best offer, so we don't know
Ooh.
for certain.
Ah.
There was one listed for $230. They just dropped it to like $200, and it's not selling. So
Okay.
I'm more inclined to rip it with Rick. Poppy.
That'd be cool. He got you that box, right?
He did.
Yeah, that's
He-
pretty cool.
He did. And so I will, if I do that, I'll videotape it and we'll get some audio.
That'd be very cool. That'd be very cool.
But
So overall, we both lost some money in Wendover. We ended up coming home that night, so it was a day trip.
we sprinted home.
But Wendover sprinted home. I don't know about you. I went straight for the shower.
Oh yeah.
You just reek of cigarette smoke
Yeah,
the second you walk in there. But I will say this, Ricky, for a quick trip, it was pretty damn fun, man.
It was a lot of fun. It's always fun hanging out with you. And the one of the lines of the day was, "Hey, do you think we can go ask the hostess to seat us where the smoke isn't?" We said, "Yeah, they'll seat us right outside in the parking lot."
Yeah. It's hard. I came home and I was talking to Sarah about it, and I think I've talked about this just very briefly. And you go in detail. Ever since I got COVID the first time, my lungs are like super sensitive, and
Yeah.
I get wrecked pretty quick. I walked in there, and immediately I'm like, I can't go back here. In Wendover, I'm done with the Wendover. I'm excited to go to Vegas. Like
Yeah.
they have some places just much better ventilated, much more room, much
Yeah.
more luxurious. If you've been to Wendover, you know what we're talking about. It's just not. It's Wendover.
It is. It's old and smoky.
Yeah. But beside that, I had a great time.
Oh, fantastic.
Did some gambling. We fired it in there. We opened up some baseball. We met Old Man Joe. We didn't get his name.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about this guy.
He was fantastic. I think we'll just be brief with it, maybe.
Yeah.
Just an older gentleman, probably in his 90s.
Yeah, and it had to have been in his 90s. Lakers, yellow Lakers jacket, Lakers hat, maybe. The shortest shorts I've ever seen in my life, and red Utah socks.
And that's how I started the conversation with him. It was about the Utes.
Yes. And
stacks of hundos on the table.
Yeah, stacks of hundreds on the table. They had the people running the sports book coming to him and asking which games to put on which TV. This is a big dog there.
Oh, did you get a photo?
Nice. I got several photos. I don't know that we want to post it. Maybe we can post it with like blurring out his face. Or if you don't feel comfortable with it, then I will bring it with me to National. Come see me, and I will show you this photo of this gentleman. But yes, we do have photos. I'll share them with you. I snuck a couple. Chad had a nice little conversation. Really nice guy. Really nice guy. I don't want to poke too much fun at him.
No,
but man, like he's living the life.
He is. And
he was going to be there. We were there Friday. He's like, yeah, I'm here till next Wednesday or Tuesday.
Yeah, they comped him rooms over there. I think probably the situation is he's a widowed guy, and that's where he finds enjoyment.
Yeah.
And he's living his life. He was, I went over there to joke about his socks. I ended up chatting with him for 5 or 10 minutes. We talked about the Utes and all sorts of things. And actually, you and I were really bummed that we didn't ask him to be like our gambling correspondent on the show. Because I think he would have loved it.
Oh, it would have been amazing. Yeah, it would have been amazing.
So it was a good time.
Oh, yeah. Always fun.
All right, man. I think that's all I got.
Done? Okay. Oh, good hell. We almost made an hour, man. You got 10 more minutes, didn't you? All right. It's been another fun show. For Chad, I'm Ricky, the triple rip card. Wishing all of you a one of one night.
One last thing that we forgot to highlight is a couple of weeks away from WrestleMania.
Yes.
If people are listening and they are not in our WrestleMania Instagram group chat, it's not like an ongoing thing. You're not going to get bombarded. But if you want to stay up to date on any festivities or just chat with us during WrestleMania, let us know. We'll add you to the group.
Yes. Yes.
You got your costume?
I've narrowed it down to 2. I got to decide and order a couple things.
Me too.
So
I'm excited.
Okay,
bye.
I want to give a hint to what my costume is going to be.
Oh, yeah? We've only got a couple of WWE sounds on there.
Here we go. Just kidding.
I almost took this off last week. That's good. That's good. That's very good.
All right.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Sorry, we're a little sleepy today. We'll try and I think we're going to be back at it next Thursday.
Yes.
Thursday time for that.
And normal.
If you guys haven't done so already, like it. If you got any ideas for what you want us to talk about next week, let us know. Be happy to hear them. Merle, you killed it. Great job, man.
We might need Merle on to like be our show
He's so good. You always say it best. Our fans are way funnier than we are. Okay, bye guys.
See ya.